Hey guys, another quick video. Fix It with Matt here. How you guys doing? So I wanted to make a quick video on my wife's Volvo XC90. Great car, cut to the chase. Started to feel less and less AC coming out of the vents. And then last year, around fall time, we completely ran out of frion. So I started to investigate. Hopefully this helps somebody. It's pretty easy to diagnose. Frion is a sealed, the Freon in your AC system is a sealed system. So you should not be having to buy AC Pro. Speaking of that, here's the gauge off of it. Every year to recharge your AC. If you're doing that, you have a leak somewhere. And I'll tell you guys how for $14 with this black light from Amazon, which I'll post a link to the video at the bottom, you can figure out the source of your leak and hopefully fix it relatively quickly. So I went through, what you want to check is you go to AutoZone or O'Reilly's, what have you, and you buy a Freon can with leak detector dye. I'll post a link for that as well, and it'll screw right into any one of your AC Pro attachments here. And then basically all you do is you hook this guy here to the low side of your AC, which in my XC90 is right here. You recharge the system with that Freon with the dye, basically by putting on your AC on full blast, screwing in the can to this adapter, and then hooking this other end onto this low port. All you do is unscrew that low port, and this is just a quick connect coupler that just snaps right over that port. It's pretty easy. So this car tells you right here, she takes about 2.31 pounds, which comes out to about 2 of those little cans that I'm going to post a link for. Then what you do is that dye will circulate through the system. And that's where this fancy little black light comes into play. I found the source of my leak right here. If you guys can see, by flashing this black light, I get this neon stain on the AC condenser. This is a telltale sign of a slow leak. So now what I'm going to do is basically replace this AC condenser, probably from Volvo. I don't want to get any aftermarket parts. And then I'll have a shop basically purge the system, and I'll probably recharge it with Freon myself, but I don't have the tools to evacuate the system completely on my own. So then, just as a double check, you want to check your AC compressor, all those connections. That's the alternator, obviously, but below there is the AC compressor. Here, if you guys can see, I'm going to try to get in here as best I can. Here are your connections to the AC compressor. And when I shine the black light on them, that's just corrosion that we're seeing. The connection points right there where those 2 bolts are is where you want to pay close attention to. Also, you want to check the evaporator connections back here. That would be a good place for any sort of leak, which I didn't see that on mine. And then you want to go over, your AC condenser and all your, connections, like your port here from your low side where you recharge the system. Make sure there's no leaks down here, which I didn't see either. and you could tell. And then this is the high side on the AC condenser, which I didn't see either. But what I did find is this spot here is leaking on me. So I'm going to replace that. Hopefully this video helps someone out there. And like I said, the dye goes through the system. You drive on it for a few days. Then you get this black light and you go over all your connections. And if you get any sort of seepage like I do here, guys, this is pretty clear to see. The fins are leaking. Then you know what part's leaking. And you don't have to support AC Pro from year to year by buying their refill canisters. You basically fix the source of the problem, you reboot the system, and your Freon should stay in that system, and you should get cool air coming out of the vents. Hopefully this helps somebody, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon on another episode with Fix It with Matt. Take care.